Children, how are you all? Did you understand the last class, that is history first lesson, when, where and how? Are you studying regularly? Today we are going to study the second lesson, early humans. Children, you may have seen or heard of dinosaurs, which were huge animals, some of them much bigger than the elephants. You may have also heard or seen these animals in science fiction films where they are shown with human beings. The fact is that dinosaurs did exist, but not when the humans existed on Earth. The dinosaurs roamed the Earth about 70 million years ago, whereas the ancestors of human beings are believed to have lived about 3 million years ago. The first humans did not look or live the way we live today. Humans are one species which has dramatically changed itself and its lifestyle. In this chapter, we shall study about some of the aspects of the early human beings. In this lesson, mainly we are going to study Stone Age. It is divided into three periods, that is Paleolithic, Mesolithic and Neolithic periods. First we will see when did early humans started to live on this earth. Scientists believe that 4 to 5 million years ago humans started to live on earth. In Africa, scientists have found skeletons and fossils and they look like human beings. Here fossils are remains of living things, that is plants, animals, people, etc. The name of these early humans are hominids. Are you seeing, children? This is hominids. Its face is not exactly like human beings, but shape is somewhat like human beings. Correct, no, children? Hominids are considered as ancestors of humans. Again, scientists had discovered the remains of a female body. It is in 1974 in Ethiopia. Where it is, children? Ethiopia. 3.18 million years ago, this human being was living. This female human being was living. Its shape also somewhat similar to the present people. So our scientists concluded that 2 million years ago, early humans started to change their shape from ape-like structure. Beginning, the shape was like a ape only. Now, 2 million years ago, that started to change. When we consider with other species, human beings are the most intelligent species. So they change their lifestyle from time to time. They move to different parts of the world. Water is very essential in our life, that you know, no? In this period, people were not knowing how to grow crops. They were hunters and gatherers. Children, do you know what is this hunters and gatherers? This means they used to either hunt for their food or gather it from their surroundings. Do you know, children, what was their tool to hunt or cut or dig the earth? They used stones as their tool. So, this period in the human history is known as the Stone Age. Children, now we will move to Stone Age. According to the quality of the stones they used to make their tools, this Stone Age is divided into three periods. How it is? According to the quality of the stones they used to make their tools. Which are these periods, children? Paleolithic, Mesolithic, Neolithic periods. Which are they? Paleolithic, Mesolithic and Neolithic periods. Here you can see the tools people used in the Stone Age. See different types of stones they used. First we will study about a Paleolithic period. This period is also known as the Old Stone Age. From this timeline you can find out the duration of Paleolithic period from 5 lakh BCE to 10,000 BCE. This word is taken from the Greek word, which word? Paleolithic. First word paleo means old and second word lithos means stone. So Paleolithic means old stone age. Now we will see the features of the Paleolithic period. In this period, people were food gatherers. That we already studied, no? What is food gatherers? And they were nomads. Children, who is this nomads? Nomads are the people who move from one place to another in search of food. They didn't stay in one place. When they moved in groups. Now, what did they eat? They killed animals and ate raw meat. That means without cooking, because they did not find fire. They didn't know cooking also. They also ate roots of plants, wild fruits, nuts, seeds, etc. They were not knowing the cultivation of food. When these eatable things get over, they will move to other place. That is why they were called nomads. Next, we will see their clothing. To cover their bodies, they used the leaves or bark of the trees and furs of animals. Furs of animal. Here you can see their dress. It is not a cloth, isn't it? Maybe it is fur of animal. Now their dwelling place, we will see their dwelling place. Children, early humans, where did they live? They used to live on trees or in caves. What is the specialty of cave? Caves provided them shelter from heat and rain and protected them from wild animals. Here you can see one cave. What is it? Bhimbetka caves. So like this cave only they were living. Okay. We will study about the tools. We know that in this age they used stone tools. Some tools they made from animal bones. These tools are not of good quality. Here you can see one man is very happily sitting and making tools. See the tools that is lying near to him. Scientists have been found tools in Rewa, Bundelkhand, Kurnool and MP in India. What type of tools, children? Knives, axes, spears, stone hammers, scrapers and digging tools. Among these tools, the spears and arrows they used to hunt and skin the animals, to cut roots and fruits and to dig the ground. Now we will see what are the techniques they were using to make tools. Mainly two techniques they were using. First, stone on stone. In this picture, you can see that technique, stone on stone technique. Here in one hand, they will hold the stone which was to be shaped, and in another hand, they will hold another stone as a hammer. Understood, no? In one hand, they will hold the stone which was to be shaped, and in another hand, they will hold another stone that they will use as a hammer. With this hammer, they struck the center part of the stone to break it, and they will give good shape to the main stone and make it into a tool. Second technique was pressure flaking. What is that? Pressure flaking. In this picture, you can see that. In this method, they will trim. Trim means to rub the edge of a stone tool. How is, children? They will press and rub on the stone tool with a sharp stone to remove small stony flakes. Means a thin chip-like layer of stone. Then they will make one tool. Do you know, children, when did they discover fire? Scientists think that by accidentally they must have been discovered fire. Maybe someone must have rubbed two stones, then it created a spark and it would have burned some dry leaves. This must have led to the discovery of fire. It was one of the most important discovery in the history of human beings. Slowly they must have learned what are the uses of fire and how to control the fire. Mainly they used fire for three purposes. Which are they? To cook meat, to protect themselves from wild animals. For that they lit fire outside their caves. And the third use of fire, to warm themselves in winter season. Next we will study their art. Here you can see cave painting. Early humans painted on the walls of caves. Like one we could see in Bhimbedka. That cave already we have seen, no? That is in MB. UNESCO had declared these cave painting sites as a World Heritage Site. They are very important, children, because these paintings give us the glimpse of their life. What are the colors they used in these paintings? Mainly they used white and red, and some certain places they used green and yellow color. Now children, how did they prepare these colors? Scientists believe that by combining charcoal, red stone and powders from other stones. But one specialty is still that paintings are there without fading that colors. That is super, no children? Now which are the major Paleolithic sites that we will see? What is site, children? A site is a place where some stone tools that belonging to early humans are found. A number of Paleolithic sites have been found in Hansgi and Kurnool near Krishna rivers, riverbeds of Soan river in Punjab, now it is in Pakistan, Kashmir, Narmada Valley, etc. In these places, this what is that? Site, Paleolithic sites we can see. What is the second period, children? Yes. What is it? Mesolithic period. It is also known as the Middle Stone Age. Scientists calculated this from 10,000 BCE to 8,000 BCE. In this timeline you can see, isn't it? In between Paleolithic period and Neolithic period, we could see this, we can see this Mesolithic period. The word meso means middle in Greek, and lithos we already studied, isn't it? Lithos means stone. So Mesolithic means middle stone age. In this age the climate changed and it became warm and dry. So human beings also able to move to new areas. Now we will see what are the features of the Mesolithic period. Mesolithic period. They learned to make better tools. These tools were better than the Paleolithic age. They made scrapers and knives. They started to make microliths. Microliths means they are smaller and sharper tools. They are small razor like chips. Understood? That only microliths. They learned to make this type of tools. Now see, lots of changes are happening in this life, in this period. Lots of changes are happening. Also in this period, beginning people were food gatherers, but later they began to grow crops and started to tame animals. That means they started to keep animals with them. Now we will study the last period. What is it, children? Yes, Neolithic period. In this timeline you can see that is from 8000 BCE to 4000 BCE. Correct, no? It is also called New Stone Age. Here in Greek, neo means new and lithos means stone. So Neolithic means New Stone Age. About this period in detailed way we will study in the next chapter, that is the third chapter we will study. So children, study this lesson and we will meet in the next video.